Right, still to come between now and 9:25, actress Fay Ripley is here to share her favourite family recipes with us. She's making a sort of lighter dish full of Spanish sunshine. That's what we need, don't we? And former Miss First Time. First though, fast approaching 9 o'clock, let's get the news from Helen. Now, actress Fay Ripley is in the kitchen for us this week and cooking food that you love, because you've kind of got this whole new second career as a great chef and somebody that enjoys food. And this is food for all the family, isn't it?
It is. This is my family food, really.
Fantastic.
I'm just rather selfishly just doing some of my favourites.
Sounds good to me. Sounds great to me.
And I'm keeping it simple, Lorraine. Okay, I'm going to do you beans on toast.
Okay, that's simple as you get.
It is. But this is sort of Mediterranean, warm flavours. So I've just thrown in a bit of oil. I've put the chorizo in, because chorizo is one of those things you've often got in your fridge, a little sort of knob end of it.
And it lasts for a while, doesn't it?
It does, and you sort of think, well, what am I going to do with that? So I tend to add it to quite a few dishes, to be honest. This beans on toast, you can do it as a vegetarian, just don't put in your chorizo.
Oh, I gotcha.
Or you can put in a bit of bacon or whatever. So that's going to cook down there. And then just the classic, add a bit of onion, really.
And red onion, I like red onion, don't you? It's just got
It's sweeter.
Yeah,
it is.
really
It's a bit sweeter, but to be honest, if you haven't got a red onion, just whack anything in. You know what I mean? Anything you've got going. This is a recipe that really I use so much because I've always got the ingredients in the larder.
Yes, of course.
Apart from anything else.
Sure. And do you cook with the kids? Do you get them involved?
I do, but they make too much mess.
So there is that.
So I know. I really do.
Look, they're helping there. That's lovely.
Yes, no, they do. They do.
Outside is good, because then the mess isn't quite as bad.
Wear an apron. But no, I like. The reason I do like to get them involved is as a bit of rosemary, anything you've got in the garden or in a pot on your windowsill. But yes, the reason I like to get them involved is because if they make it, they tend to eat it. So it's a good way, especially with fussy eaters, to get them involved. So really, you've got just the base there of something really simple: onion, a bit of a herb, chorizo, and then these miracles, which are butter beans, tinned. Don't have to soak them or do anything fancy.
And they really bulk it out as well, don't they? And very good for you too. Very good for you.
They are very good for you, aren't they? And I discovered tins in beans at some point, not in the war. That sort of sounds like that, doesn't it? I've got my tins
of beans
lined up, and I use them such a lot. You can change those for cannellini beans or whatever you've got, flageolos, and that's sort of the basis of it. Then again, something you've always got: chopped tinned tomatoes. Pop those in, and then that's just going to cook down. Then that's your sort of base of it.
Good. How long would you cook that for?
But that just needs about 5 minutes, not long at all, because it's quick and easy, this dish, and something that I knock up in general when the girls come over for lunch, or my husband, who's half Italian, he likes it.
So he would like all this kind of stuff. Is he a good cook as well?
He is when I allow him to be.
Right.
I'm a bit controlling.
No, that's okay.
Is that okay?
Yes, fine.
So I'm just going to swap that for one that I've cooked this down.
Right.
So there we go. So all we need to do then, really, I mean, you could eat that like that, to be honest. But the key, I find it very difficult to not add my next ingredient, which is breadcrumbs, because I never throw away the end of a stale loaf.
Right.
Really handy. I keep a few bags of these in the freezer. You can just use them from frozen, and you can add things to them depending on what your dish is.
Person. I like your thinking.
Well, I have to make it easy. All the recipes that I have in my books, they all have to be quick, easy, accessible, and doable. So just to keep the crunch going on this, add a little bit of olive oil.
Lovely.
And this is a smoked sweet paprika. So that goes in.
Right.
Put in as much as you like. I love it. We're going to
really good idea.
Pop that on the top. I mean, it's as simple as that. Like a little gratin. And then it goes into the oven.
Perfect. How long do you put it in the oven for?
15, 20 minutes, something like that. In there to get golden, and voila. Oh, that's
one we made earlier. I love one we made earlier.
Yeah, I mean,
it looks amazing.
It literally is as simple as that.
It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
And then
you just have to dish it up, or do you
dish it up? And to be honest, what I've done here is I've just used a bit of delicious ciabatta, or you can use sourdough, something like that. And let's pop that over there.
That's great. While you're serving it up, we'll have a wee look at how you did it.
Yeah,
it's great.
Fry the onions and chorizo in a splash of oil until they start to caramelise, then add the chopped rosemary, tomatoes and beans. After about 5 minutes, scrape the bean mixture into an oven-proof dish. To make the topping, blitz the white bread, oil and paprika in a food processor. Sprinkle the crumbs generously over the beans and pop the dish into a hot oven. Bake for about 15 to 20 minutes or until the top is golden and crunchy. Serve on toasted bread for Spanish-style beans on toast.
This is great. This is really posh
There we
beans on
go.
toast.
Is it posh? I mean, it's so simple
Lovely.
that it's barely posh, but yes, it works, doesn't it? It's crunchy,
It's posher than just beans on toast.
smoky.
It's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I really like this.
It's even better the next day.
That is really good. For today's recipe, you can log on to the website, as you know, itv.com/Lorraine, and I'll see you back Wednesday. Brilliant, Faye. Thank you so much. Now, after the break, he sold over 25 million records worldwide as a solo artist. Now he's teaming up with the UK's wealthiest women for a bit of a new duet. Ronan Keating joins me with Kirsty Bertarelli to tell us all about that. Look forward